And so can we. The education, even in a segregated school, was extremely well-rounded. And with the accent on each person, each teacher found some bulwark of strength to build on. I remember earlier, my home economics teacher said, Leontyne, you will not ever be an extraordinary housekeeper. Her name was Mrs. Nave. She reminded me, she said, but the way we felt when you played for church this morning, someday I believe I'm going to sit in a big hall and I'm going to hear you play the piano. Because at that time, everyone thought I was... my mother and they were very delighted that I was, you know, going on further and this and the other in my chosen field. My father, who never even, when he was at the opening of the Metropolitan in 1966 or to any of those performances, ever understood a thing about opera, and used to ask me, you know, what? And I would take the time and I would explain everything to him. So much so that he began a bit to understand, but never understood his daughter, you know, having this kind of ambition, you know, because the closest he'd ever known about opera was my trip with Mama on the bus to see the great Mary Anderson. Now, he had heard of her, but I wouldn't say that he even understood what she was singing either. So, arrangements were made. I registered at the International House, a very, very wonderful ambiance, important in my career and my friendships today. And I looked across the street and I saw what I didn't know would be my future at that time, the Juilliard School of Music. And after I took a peek at that, the double-decker buses were available. I got on a double-decker bus, rode downtown, this map. I went to the Empire State Building and went to the top as a tourist or whatever. I looked down and I nearly fainted. I said to myself, what on earth are you doing here? What do you expect to conquer in this overwhelming city, Leontyne? First, you're insane, and secondly, you cannot even see the size of the cars. They look like little ants. And I went back and I thought, this is not going to work. I think I bit off more than I can chew this time. And I called my mother, because as a matter of fact, we had one of the few phones in the neighborhood, so it was, you know, always available to all of us. And I called, I said, Mama, I don't think this is going to work. I've been so overwhelmed. I went to the tallest building in the world, and I'm shivering with fright. And she said, get over it.